It's DJ Self, the Prince of New York. I'm definitely in the building, and my guy is in the building. Jim Jones in the building.
Yeah. Man.
What's up?
Jimmy, what's up, Jim?
What's poppin', self?
You already know what it is, man.
What's up, Joe?
I'm chilling now. I don't know which Jim are we talking to. Are we talking to the TV star Jim? We talking to the hip hop artist?
The clothing
like
line
the clothing
person?
line Jim?
Yeah.
Like which Jim are we talking
Nah,
to?
fuck
So many
that,
hats,
You
man.
talking to the broke Jim?
Yo, Jim. Well, you know if this
Not
is
with that
your
watch you got on, baby.
I borrowed this.
Yo, Jim.
For the look.
So what's going on, brother?
I'm working, man. It's working. You know, I got the clothing line out. Vampire Life. Shout outs to Protocol. Been filming the second season of me and Chrissy's show, Chrissy and Mr. Jones.
Congrats too, man.
I appreciate that. Put a single out, Nasty Girl. Appreciate Self for going crazy, crazy with it. Shout out to Spain King. We've been working. Got a mixtape, Vampire Life 3. We're gonna put that out on Tuesday.
On another station I was DJing on, I would start playing some records, and it just came to me. I was like, yo, let me play records before Cam and Jim. Right, and I was saying that people from Harlem before Cam and Jim. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I was listening. I think I caught a whiff of that.
Yeah, right. So I'm like before Cam and Jim, and I want to take it back a little bit just in case somebody's in that place that they were when I was playing those type of music. How did you come from where you were to now?
Just growth. I mean, every day you learn something different, man. When I started, I knew what my position was, and my position was to do whatever needs to be done to hold my niggas down. And with that, I end up having to do some astronomical shit. Part of my French, but you know,
you can curse it. It's uncensored. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, you go crazy.
If you witnessed it, I'm part of me. I didn't mean it. You heard me. I just was trying to get my money, but you know, I had some good times back in the day, and like I said, just evolve and learning the game, man. One thing I always was keen of was business. I knew that music was one thing and business was another, and just been trying to find my lane ever since then. You know, Cam showed me a lot of things when it came to the music industry and the music business, and I took the knowledge that he gave me and I learned from him, and just being around the game, and that's what we got now. We got Jones, you know.
I gotta give props to Jim. You know what I'm saying? This is what's this album? Number 5?
This is an EP, so it's not really an album, but yeah, this is like my fifth something.
Congrats. Now, you know my favorite album was like On My Way to Church.
That was number 1. Actually, next month.
Classic album.
Next month marks the 10th year anniversary of my first album.
Wow.
Longevity, man.
How you keep yourself relevant all the time on TV, to clothing deals, different things. Because you say it like, clothing deal, VH1.
I've been blessed most of my life, man. You know what I mean? I was been blessed to make the right decisions and make the right moves. I don't know. It's like really no calculation to it. It's like, you put your heart in something and go for it, but damn.
And then also, Jim doesn't, you know what I mean? He doesn't care about spotlight. He puts other people on. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I give props.
That's one big thing I would credit to my staying relevant is my niggas I keep around me and shit like that. You know what I mean? Whether they do music with me, whether they just run with me and shit like that, they keep me in pocket. And in this game, you always gotta be doing something new. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta give people something to look at. You gotta give them an event, and this is just what I'm trying to do. Just jump into different things. Music has always been the stepping stone to take your career into other lanes and shit like that. I mean, music is like high school. I mean, but it opens a lot of doors for you to do some hellified shit and make a lot of money if you do it right.
I gotta go back to like Protocol and Vampire Life, man. These are two separate brands, but like, how did you get into that right there? Because the Protocol joint, that shit went crazy. You couldn't keep them shits in stores. Couldn't find them.
I mean,
they saw a picture of you and it was over.
Dipset, we've been blessed since we was coming up in the game to always seem to set some trends and always have a great fashion presence within the industry. So sooner or later, it was inevitable that we do some clothes. I just was the first one to jump at it, and the Vampire Life thing started as me saying it in my rhymes, then me making T-shirts for my niggas, and then people start seeing us with it and putting on television, and the demand just grew, and that's how that happened. Protocol, my man Dan Tan came came with that deal. Like I got a lick for us.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get you want to get busy. And so it was an outerwear deal, and it made all the sense. And now we went from just doing outerwear to now we about to start a full line. So
right.
It's dope.
And
Shout out to Dame Dash too. He helps me out a lot on this vampire life.
and another venture, you know what I mean? Because I got to give you props. Like, you was one of the first groups to come out with a liquor. Are you thinking about coming out with another liquor?
Yeah, definitely. I got some things in the work. I got a V vodka, vampire life vodka.
Okay.
some red vodka about to come out.
Vodka.
I got a couple other things in the works, but you know, shouts to Cam. We had Scissor when we was younger. You know, dude, us getting so much money so fast. We both had some ego, so it didn't go the way we should have had it go. But it was fun, and we know the knowledge and we know what to do. So you know, I'm gonna pop up with it all.
How's your relationship with I guess the Dipset members now?
Killer, everything's cool. Shouts to Joel, shouts to Killer, shouts to Freaky, shouts to Hell Rel, J.R. Ryder, anybody that was a part of Dipset. It's all love, man. You know, we came in this game and we did something that probably won't be seen ever in this game, and you know, we all definitely. I definitely can say that this is a group of niggas that came from nothing, from the dirt, from everything that they learned from the street, and we put it to the test, and they bit, and here we are.
How is it where, let's say, like a J.R. Ryder come to you, yo, I want you to get on this song. Is that easy, or is it like, all right, well, let's, you know, I'm older now, let's handle business?
Nah, nigga,
okay, I'm just asking. The people may want to know.
Niggas is always in my studio. Niggas is welcome wherever I'm at. Anytime they know that, they come down there all the time and record. Like, that shit ain't nothing. JR got a record. Send it up, email it. Shit is the same. Or come to the studio. JR brother makes some beats that's fire. He got some fire too. But you know, we working. It's still one big family. I mean, everybody's grown, but you know, that respect is still there and shit like that. That brotherhood. You know what I mean?
One thing, I came to your studio with Trav, and one thing you said to me, he was like, yo, you know, Trav keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? That young boy gotta, you know, he get a verse, and I gotta go ahead and get a verse.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. They definitely keep me on my toes. They so creative and they real fast with it when it comes to the music. So, you know, whenever they got a song up, it's like, yo, when you gonna do that verse? So it's like, see myself doing verses all night, and then you know, it's cool though. It's good to keep me on my toes, and we end up making a lot of hits. You know what I mean? We got a lot of surprises for people in this coming year, this fourth quarter coming up. We're gonna have some real fun. So you know, I'm not mad. I feel good about the music we've been making. The music we've been making, part of me. We feel good too. We feeling strong.
Good. You know, quick question about the whole reality thing, man, because I think a lot of you set the bar. You set the bar when it came for males in this game.
Speaking of reality, this is Chrissy. Yeah, let me call.
Oh,
I'm doing an interview. I'm gonna call you right back.
Special call, you know, special guest Chrissy right here now. You know what I'm saying? Live. Yo, you have like we've seen how you feel personally. Like sometimes you just be like, you get that fucking camera out of my face, man. Yo, how is it dealing with that whole reality stuff? From your standpoint, because I think the females, it seems like the females, they embrace it more, but for us, it's a little bit more stressful.
I don't know if the females embrace it more. They know. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a job. So you know, sometimes you gotta watch what you ask for. But having the camera in your face all the time is not the most comfortable feeling at all times. Sometimes you're in a good mood. Sometimes you're not in the mood for it. But when you're in a position that we take, like executive producers, like, you know, we can't let our personal feelings of how we feel and get involved with the big scheme of things, which is making a dope ass show that people gonna watch, so we could get a #1 slot and we continue to use television as a vehicle
worldwide
for us
too.
to sell whatever it is we want to sell. Because at the end of the day, that's what it all boils down to: marketing.
I had my aunt. My aunt came from Chicago. My aunt is maybe 75 years old. Only person she wanted to meet was Jim Jones. Said, I'm coming to New York. I want to meet Jimmy. And I said, huh? She said, I want to meet Jim. She said Jim Jones. And in my head, I'm thinking she's talking about Jim Brown or something like that. You understand what I'm saying?
James Brown's dead, man.
She said Jim Jones, but it registered in my head Jim Brown.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, then she got here. And then Jim Brown is still alive. I think, right?
I don't know.
So she said, no, Jim Jones. I want to meet Jim Jones. I took her to meet Rick Ross, Wale, Meek Mill, I forgot a handful of other artists. She didn't care about any of them. She didn't take no pictures and say hi, didn't say anything. Took her to Jim Jones, went berserk.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, does that make you feel any type of way? Like I feel like you can't walk down the street if a 75-year-old lady is loving you. Like, do that make you feel some type of way, either bad or good?
Listen, I think about this shit a little bit different than most artists. Or artists that's very famous or however whatever it may be and shit like that. Like I ain't got no other job, brother. So
this is what's
I calculate pitches and notoriety as money. I calculate me showing my fans that love as money. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's what it all calculates to me. If I stop and take a picture or like it's cool. If I come outside, I'm prepared for it. You know what I mean? If I'm upset, I try to avoid it as much as I can and stay indoors or stay in the car or something. But for the most part, we know what we here to do, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's talk about that new mixtape that's coming out Tuesday.
Yeah,
you got any features on that?
V3. Nah, we got us on it.
Okay.
You heard me? I want them to hear us, and then we get into some real shit. I got V3 coming out, then I'm gonna do Rich Porter Part 2. That would be loaded with a bunch of features.
Nice.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
This vampire thing, you know, got my niggas Shooter, Trav, Murder, Charlie Rock, Lady H.
How did this Charlie Rock thing come about? I started seeing pictures with Charlie Rock. How did that whole deal come about?
It's not really a deal. You know what I mean?
Well, him even just like saying, "Hey, I want to be rocking out with Jim."
Yeah.
I mean, just me. You know me. I'm still. I got my ear. I guess I got my ear closest to the street than anybody else. So you know how that goes. But Rock is a good dude. He makes some good music. At the most part, you know, I know a lot of people probably look at different things and come up with their own notions, but me myself, I'm a fan of good music.
Nasty Girl, what made you come about with that record?
Spin King came to the studio with the beat. Like, yo, I got this beat. I got Jeremiah in town with us. Let's get busy. He put the record up, did my verse like in 83 seconds. That was one of them beats. Like, oh, all right, that's what we doing. Jeremiah referenced it. Went back and forth. He got it right. And then we start pushing. Shouts to Spin King. That's my guy right there. He got hit. Shouts to Vinyls too. Vinyls got that heat, man. If you don't know about Vinyls, go check him out. He got a couple of hits right now. I guess he got the Drake record, the No New Friends. He got the J record, You Know I Got It. Talented kids, bro. You know what I mean? About to be rich kids in a minute.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Thanks for coming through. They're giving us the wrap-up sign. So thank you, Jim.
Wrap it up.
My
Shouts
guy.
to New York. Shouts to New York. Shouts to New York.
Man.
Shouts to New York. Shouts to New York. Shouts to New York. I don't freestyle. I pay style.
Okay.
You heard me? You can send that on PayPal. You heard?
Jimmy, just one time, can you please let these people know, all like 6 million listeners, let them know where you from, man.
Where I'm from?
Where you from, man?
I'm from the Bronx.
Where you
Nah, this fucking with you.
All right, I still claim
you know,
that right now.
Listen to me. I'm a real genuine Bronx nigga, South Bronx nigga from Weeks Avenue and shit like that. Through my travels in life, I ended up in Harlem with my family, and I'm both. You know what I mean? I did my latter life in Harlem. I love Harlem.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? I get my flashy from Harlem. I get my fuck you from the Bronx. You heard?
Exactly. Shout out to the 9, 3rd Ave, Web Ave, all that, man.